In the last session, we have discussed about path length, also called as distance and displacement. Again, I am reminding you distance or path length, which is also defined as the total path covered by the object with respect to time. And it is a scalar quantity because it has magnitude but there is no direction. And SI unit is meter and other units are kilometer, centimeter, millimeter, etc. And dimensional formula is m0 L1 T0, where displacement is the shortest path covered by the object and it is a vector quantity because it has no direction. And SI unit is same as distance, that is meter, and dimensional formula also same, that is m0 L1 T0. In this session we will cover average velocity, average speed, instantaneous velocity and instantaneous speed. First, come to average velocity. Suppose there is a car moving from point A to point B and to point C. First point B, then comes to point C. In the entire journey of the car, we have to find how fast the car is moving during the journey A to C. Then we have to find, suppose this is the point position x1, this is the position x2, this is the initial position and this is the final position. So to find the average velocity, or we can write v by the total displacement, that is final position minus initial position by time interval t2 minus t1. Now, this is the total displacement and total time interval. And this is a vector quantity because it has direction or as well as magnitude. It has direction. And SI unit is, this is distance by time, so SI unit is meter per second. And in practically we use the unit kilometer per hour broadly. Okay? Now the dimensional formula is, as it is the distance, that is m0 L1 T0, as it is the time divided by m0 L0 T1. By solving this we get m0 L1 T minus 1. So the dimensional formula of average velocity is m0 L1 T minus 1. Okay? Also, we can derive this formula from graphical method. Now, see the graph. Suppose this is the curve of the journey of a car. and this is the point P1, this is the point P2. Clear? P1 suppose position is x1 and P2 suppose the position is x2 and time is t1 and the time is t2. Now the slope of the curve P1 P2 will give us the average velocity, or we can write average velocity is equal to the displacement of respective point, that is x2 minus x1 by t2 minus t1, which is same as the previous formula. And the sign of the average velocity will depend on the displacement, sign of the displacement. If displacement is positive, average velocity is positive. If displacement is negative, average velocity is negative. And if the displacement is zero, then average velocity will be zero. Clear? Now we will see the graph for positive, negative and zero average velocity. Suppose the object is moving uniform motion. This is the positive average velocity. This is the graph for negative average velocity. And this is the graph for zero average velocity. Clear? Next, come to average speed. Average velocity is nothing, is the ratio of total path covered to the total time interval. Total path covered by total time interval. So, as you know, it depends on the path covered, which is the scalar quantity. Average speed also a scalar quantity. Its unit also same as average velocity, that is meter per second. And dimensional formula is also same as average velocity, that is m0 L1 t minus 1. Clear? Next, come to instantaneous velocity. During average velocity, we found the how fast the car is moving in a given interval of time. But in the instantaneous velocity, we have to find the fast or the how fast the object or the car is moving at a particular instant of time. Clear? So we can write V instantaneous that is equal to limit delta t tends to 0. Means here the time interval between the 2 points very small, nearly equal to 0, and delta x, which is the displacement, and delta t means a time interval. Also we can write as the time interval is very small, the car should move a very less distance. So in a calculus method we can write dx by dt. In the whole expression is written as dx by dt in calculus method. This is called derivative of x or displacement with respect to time. Here it is a velocity, so it is a vector quantity. And SI unit also same as velocity, that is meter per second, and dimensional formula is m0 L1 t minus 1. Also here we can write a note that when the object is in uniform motion, or I am writing during uniform motion, the average velocity and the instantaneous velocity of the object remain same. When the object is in uniform motion, the average velocity and the instantaneous velocity remains same. Next we come to instantaneous speed. It is same like its instantaneous velocity, that is v instantaneous. This represents the instantaneous speed. This is also dx by dt. Velocity also written as v instantaneous, but you have to give a direction. For velocity, this is for speed. Here you can write dx by dt. This is for instantaneous velocity. This is for instantaneous speed. See carefully, here there is a direction sign, but there is no direction. So it is a scalar quantity. SI unit is meter per second. And dimensional formula is m0 L1 t minus 1. Now we will see the difference between average velocity and average speed, instantaneous velocity and instantaneous speed. See, this is the main difference is this is a vector quantity. Whereas average speed is a scalar quantity. And average velocity may be positive, may be negative, or may be zero. Whereas average velocity is always positive. And always remember that, or you can write in a note, the magnitude of average speed is always greater than or equal to the magnitude of average velocity. And the difference between instantaneous velocity and instantaneous speed is same as like this. Clear? Now we will do some numericals related to this or all these topics